everyone and welcome back to World of Mike, and tonight we've got the next Wizarding World of Harry Potter. That's right, Leta Lestrange, I hope I pronounced that right, and I am very excited about this figure. The person I got this off is from Vinted, but she emailed me on the other figure I bought. I think it was like Hermione, or it might have been Albus Dumbledore, I don't know, but she emailed me like a couple of days after and said, look, I've got another figure I've put up on for Vinted. And I said, oh, okay then, I'll have a look. And yeah, as long as it's got like the magazine with it, then I'll buy it. But yeah, I was like, oh, I've got to have her. Now this is fairly like the other side of it, because you've got Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find It. And when I saw it, I was like, I've got to have that figure. What really drew me to this figure was the frock that she's wearing. It's a very lovely purple or mauve. So we'll get into it. The box is a little bit battered up, but that's not a problem, because I do keep the boxes on this one. I have to with figures because they get so easily knocked. And the slightest knock and it will go flying. They're not very like sturdy, if you like. They're quite fragile, believe it or not. So let's take a look in here. Now at the moment I have been informed through a friend of mine that they are selling some of these in HMV. So they've currently got they've got a couple of the WWE figures. They've got the Dobby special, the Cowman special, but they're all different prices. So you'll get one for like $4.99, and then like some of them are like $8.99, but do check them out there. So slowly but surely I'm filling up the gap here, but I'm really happy with this figure, because I can't remember the last time. I think the last one I got for this, a Kami, I remember doing new, then I did a Kami, so it must have been Niffler. So Niffler is the one that holds them gold coins, so it must have been, that was the latest one probably. I don't know, it's been such a while. But yeah, it's a hunting game. We've got to try and hunt the figures down. That's the problem. Because as you know, the company is not made it. The company who did make this went bust. So yeah. Oh, isn't that lovely? That's gorgeous. Oh look, she's got like a little one there. Oh wow. Let's get that down a bit so you guys can see. Oh wow. Oh no. Oh no. Oh crap. Right, her shoe. Oh my god. Right. Oh dearie me. Okay, right, that's fine. That's interesting. She told me that was new. However, I think it is new. I think it's just suffered a bit in transit. Looking down there, she's come away from her boot. Oh, crap. Yeah, this is what we've got. If you look down there near her boot, she's got a wire rod going through her. Okay, well, that's disappointing, because obviously this is like the only figure I had that has had a breakage. That's fine. I can salvage it with a bit of glue. It's going to be quite delicate, because I'm going to have to get down there. I can put it back in there, but due to how she's braked, she hasn't come all the way off the plinth. So this is what I'm saying about how delicate they're made. They're not very sturdy, so the slightest knock and they'll break. But we've got to somehow support this. I might have to put it back in the box while I repair this, but unfortunately, see, this is what I don't understand, is obviously this is, you know, in a protective casing, so you would think that it wouldn't get broke. I don't know what the issue is. I mean, I don't think it's my the person I bought it from, because I've had various figures from her and they've come in pretty good. No breakages or anything. The box was a little bit bashed up, so I don't know whether that's arrived to her like that or what. So it's hard. I can't really say that it's her fault, because I don't know. It is such a shame, but I can probably salvage it somehow. If you look, the reason why she's hanging on is because down there they go through a wire rod. So when they're put on here, it's a wire rod structure that holds it into position. I can salvage that. Oh crap. So okay, yeah, okay. I can salvage that fine. But yeah, I'm a little bit annoyed really because, you know, I mean, it's almost like, if you look there, it doesn't actually touch the bottom of the shoe. So I'm not sure how I can do this. All I can do is probably pin it, but I think it's probably the weight of her dress, maybe. But anyway, let's try and salvage it. It's probably going to ping off in a minute, but she's got various lovely hairstyle. Facial expressions are great. The frock itself is lovely, really, really lovely and sculptured. I like the way it flicks down at the bottom. The wand is pretty much intact. She's got a bit of defect on the hand there. It's like red paint or something there, which looks pretty good. I've got to be so careful with this because I've got to try and fix it up. It is really sort of, yeah, that's starting to lean on me. And as you can see, we've got a lovely design on the back there. A little bit of tinge of black, I think, in there as well. It's a really, really lovely figure. So, yeah, I think that's great. Yeah, wow. Okay. I'm going to have to try and fix this up. I don't know how we're going to do it, but let me just hold that there and I'll see if I can fix something up here. Might have to get a bit of glue because I need to salvage this quick. Trouble is, we need something. Damn it. What are we going to put under here? That's annoying. And we know that it's not been opened because I had to cut the seal. So, I need something to... yes, let's probably that. If we can try and... yeah, if we hold that there a minute. I'm just going to see if I can at least tack it. I'm not going to say that I'm disappointed, I'm frustrated, because I am, but I know how easy these things break, so I'm not, you know, too fussed. Now, normally I would buy another one of these, but unfortunately, because they're now what we call rare, because trying to get hold of them since the company has gone bust is quite challenging. I'm going to put a little bit of glue there. It's probably a little bit too much, but we need to try and keep it. We need to try and salvage this as best we can here, because if we don't, we're going to have a bit of a problem here. If it touches the plinth, that's fine, because I can go over that with a lick of gold paint, with a lick of gold paint, and try and patch this up a bit. As I say, I don't think it's my contact through Vinted. I think it's probably the way it's been packed in the factory, probably. You got to remember that these are passing through various networks. So obviously once they're packed in the warehouse, they go through raw mail. I don't know how it breaks. This is what annoys me, is because obviously they're in protected packaging. So you would think, you know, I just don't know how it would have broke. This is broke in such a strange position. I'm going to have to try and hold that there a couple more minutes. But I will get to the magazine in a minute. I'm just trying to get this tacked up a bit. It's almost like, from what I can see, this boot does not fit the bottom of the plinth. And I think that's probably what's happened in this case. I think the back of the heel is a little bit cut off bit, maybe. What I'll do is I'll just, if I can get around the back there and just tack it a bit. Such a shame. If I can just get that to hold. This is quite a fast glue. While I'm doing this, I have ordered some more Gorilla Glue, which is going to be coming Monday, so we will be back to Titanic. There is a bit of a hold up at the moment with that, because I need glue. I don't like working with super glue, like the liquid version, so I'm trying to do this in the most delicate way I can. As best as I can, really, because it's going to take a bit of a while. The problem we've got is this is resin, so we would probably need an epoxy and a resin mix, but I'll just have to work with what I've got here, because I don't have epoxy. It's not really a glue I tend to use much. Epoxy is basically for things that needs a little bit more of a stronger bond, perhaps where super glue hasn't worked that time. I'm going to try and do my best here. It is taking slightly longer than I expected. For some reason, it's not gluing as best as I want, but yeah, it is such a shame. But the problem is, until I will get this replaced, I'll have to hunt around for another one of these, but until this gets replaced, I really don't know what we're going to do with this. See, things like busts, they're much more sturdier because you've got a lot of weight behind it, but these little things suffer the most, unfortunately. The figures here are the ones that suffer the most. Here, I'm just going to hold that there a bit more. But yeah, I'm sorry this video is a little bit longer, but I didn't expect it to be broken, because that was, with vintage you're supposed to check it and then press confirm, but because you know, the seller's pretty good, obviously I didn't get over there until the weekend, so I just confirmed it, because really I should have checked it. But the seal was intact, so we know it's not been opened. It's just one of these things that happen, I'm afraid, on this. It looks like that's not going to stick, I don't think. We probably need a bond of epoxy, probably, but this is so delicate, it's unreal. Oh dear. I'm truly gutted. I mean, I didn't pay full price, so that's a plus. I think I paid maximum £8 for this, because she wanted £5 for the actual piece and then, what, £2 for the postage. So at least I've not paid 15 quid, which is a sigh of relief. But it is, at the end of the day, it is technically £8 down the drain, because, yeah, I think we're going to need epoxy for this. This is not going to, I don't think this is going to work. Right, in that case, what I'll do, I'll try and tack it. I mean, I'll hold it there for a couple of minutes, but while I'll hold it, I'll see if I can get through the magazine itself with one hand. But that's Leta Lestrange, as you can see. Bit of the book there. As I said, ignore this website because the company's no longer there. So, I mean, hopefully we get another company. I mean, like Fan Home, who've took on some of the Eaglemoss products. You know, perhaps they'll bring this out in the very near future. I don't know. But isn't it strange how no company took on the Titanic wooden version that Eaglemoss did? Isn't that really strange? They would have had loads of stock though. So, yeah, I don't know what's happening with that, whether IXO are doing it or what, but that is gorgeous. This dress is absolutely, it's phenomenal. I love it. So vibrant. Oh yes, good old Johnny Depp there. Then we've got this one here. Connected by Grief. And we've got Leta Lestrange Mausoleum. Wow. And then, as you can see, Nuke Schmander. So we are building it up slowly but surely. Oh, it's starting to stick now. Brilliant. Let's just hold that there for a couple more minutes. Because the problem we've got is because it's got so much weight. It's for example, the only way I can describe it is it's like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. So that tower setted accidentally too much over to one side. So they had to balance it out, and inside it's all hollow right the way through. But that's resembling this because that's sort of leaning that side, bringing all the weight to that side, which is why we're having a difficulty putting this shoe back on. But as you can see, I've tacked it as best as I can down there. We'll just give it a couple more minutes. I mean, I might have to, it might be enough that we don't have to fix the other part, but the other part has got the rod going through it. This would have a rod running through, I suspect, from here downwards, because they put the rod in to structure it and then the resin gets poured over it. It is such a shame, but I think, let me just hold that once more. I just want to be more sure than not. I'm just so grateful at how it's broke. I mean, if it breaks in a really, really good position, I can fix it up and it looks like it's not been broke. That's how clever it is, because it all depends on the break. If it's a break that's quite complicated and it looks like there's cracks, you're not going to fix it. But the way this is broke, it's quite, you know, good. But as soon as I, you know, lifted it out, we could tell there was damages there. But okay, so there we go. So there is a bit of blemish down here, but it is what it is. I'll have to fix it up somehow and try and match this paint. If anyone knows what type of paint this is, then do drop it in the comments. Because I don't know where I would look to match that up. It's obviously some sort of primer maybe. I don't know, but perhaps I'll have a look for a primer. But yeah, looking on the other side, it is a bit damaged on the other side. I'm going to leave it like that, as you can see. I don't want to, I'm really scared to tilt it backwards, but you see what I mean. I've tried to tack it and it's now stable. So as you can see, we can put that down and it's not leaning to one side. So we have salvaged it, which we're very fortunate, thank the Lord for that, because that is probably the best we can do on that, really. But I'm sorry it's one of the figures that took slightly longer here. Unfortunately, we did have a bit of a damaged part there, but yeah. Okay, so that's going to be this figure here, so Leta Lestrange. Now, I have got some other figures that I'm trying to hunt down, and I've got a chart from what I'm working at. So for example, I've got a chart that has all the characters on it. So this will be the end of the Harry Potter for now, and it will be taking a short break now from the channel, but we will be doing some other bits and pieces on Tuesdays as well, whilst we try and hunt down some more figures. But until then, that is Leta Lestrange. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, tap the bell if you want to be notified for all the videos I do. And I'll see you next time. Bye.